The Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Forestry, Dr. Bounkhuang Khambounheuang, said on May 26 that the implementation of measures to control COVID-19 will have an effect on some agricultural products. He has unveiled guidelines to drive agricultural production in order to meet its targets and to ensure there are adequate stocks for domestic consumption amid the COVID-19 outbreak.
กระทรวงเกษตรกรรมป่าไม้ได้สุกยู่ขบวนการผลิตค้ำประกันเสบียงอาหารและผลิตเป็นสินค้าส่งออก
Dr. Bounkhuang Khambounheuang told the daily media briefing that authorities will continue to monitor the situation and encourage and guide farmers to harvest and store dry season crops such as paddy, cassava, and maize in a timely manner. The authorities will encourage and direct companies, entrepreneurs, agriculturalists, and forestry authorities in coordination with the industrial and commercial sectors, and also supervise factories for animal feed production. Rice mills should continue production, but strict preventative measures must be put in place to prevent the risk of viral outbreaks.
นอกจากนั้นก็ยังสืบต่อส่งออกผลผลิตที่พวกเราผลิตได้ในฤดูกาลนั้น
Authorities will inspect the import and export of goods at international checkpoints and take steps to facilitate the timely and accurate export of agricultural products in accordance with regulations. At the same time, they should coordinate with the local authorities to monitor the system and investigate the smuggling of agricultural goods and products along the border. In any cases of smuggling are found, they should immediately inform the relevant authorities and act in accordance with rules, regulations, and laws for importing goods and agricultural products. For example, seafood, meat, and fresh or frozen fish must have a COVID-19 certification from the country of origin to notify authorities that quarantined animals are being imported into Laos.
นอกจากระยะการจะตั้งปฏิบัติมาตรการป้องกันโควิด -19 นี้
Authorities also continue inspection and take steps to prevent and address outbreaks of seasonal diseases of plants and animals to guarantee that they will not affect agricultural production while ensuring the government's food security strategy. During the first 4 months of this year, Laos has adequate stocks for domestic consumption, and the supply of rice and some crops was mostly unaffected as domestic consumption demands were met. For example, dry season rice was planted on 88,010 hectares, equivalent to 96% of the forecasted plan. The production of food crops for domestic consumption and for exports covered 129,045 hectares, or 85% of the plan. Around 465,500 tons of meat was supplied for domestic consumption.
การปลูกการเลี้ยงเป็นระบบเป็นฟาร์มแล้วก็ปลูกเรือนหมเพื่อเป็นสินค้าภายในและส่งออกให้หลายขึ้น
Compared to 2019, there was an increase of 5.96%. The cattle, buffaloes, sheep, goats, and poultry currently being raised in the country are sufficient for domestic consumption. An average person consumes 65 kilograms of meat a year.